Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. My name is Kylie. So today's video is going to be a sit-down video. I have not done a sit-down video on this channel before, so bear with me. But this is a video that I really wanted to make and really talk about because I don't think it's talked about enough, and I don't think I have not seen a video or a post talking about this, but it's something that's really close to my heart, so I wanted to talk about this. A lot of adult collectors get hate for being adults and playing with dolls or taking pictures with dolls. Personally, I don't really play with my dolls and like make them talk or anything, but I take pictures and I really enjoy doing that. But I've noticed that even if adults do make them talk or play with them or whatever they do with them, I've noticed that regardless of what you do with them, being interested in dolls has created a lot of hate, being an adult. I know personally that I am 21 years old. I am a wife. I'm fully capable of doing, being an adult, and a lot of people assume that, that I have a mental disability because I use dolls or I take photos of dolls, and I've seen those looks in Publix and I've heard those things online. And number one, whether I do or I don't, that shouldn't be your concern. It shouldn't be a problem, and it shouldn't be any of your business. Number two, I don't, and that should be okay. It should be okay, if a person has a disability and wants to play with dolls, that's okay. If a person doesn't have a disability and wants to play with dolls, that should be okay. If a person doesn't play with dolls and takes pictures, that should be okay. If a person just has them sitting in their room and looking at the dolls brings them joy, that should be okay too. And I see a lot of stereotypical things online about that, and I've seen a lot of looks in public and a lot of prejudice and a lot of, oh, you must have a mental disability. Oh, you must have some kind of issue to where you need a doll. And that's not true. I hate that people think that, and I hate that it's a bad thing. I hate that people are like, oh, well, you must, like, number one, if I did have a disability, why would it be any of your business? And why would you care if I do? If I'm out and I'm doing something that makes me happy and you can see that I'm visibly happy doing it, it does not need to be your business whether I have a disability or not. Number two, I don't, and that should be okay too. It should be okay whether I do or I don't, and no matter what happens, it shouldn't be any of your business. And I really hate that doll collectors are presumed gay, and like it's a bad notation. Like, number one, again, if they're gay or if they're not, it's not your business. Number two, if they are gay and they play with dolls, okay. Number three, if they're not gay and they play with dolls, that's okay. It is okay for gay guys or for straight guys or for any guy, for that matter, to play with dolls or to collect dolls. And I've just noticed a lot of judgment, especially for adult collectors. And I feel the fear in me of taking my doll out in public because of the looks that I get. And, I get stressed out. Like, I'm getting Nanea this coming week. I ordered her, and I live in Hawaii. So I want to take her to Pearl Harbor because if you guys know anything about Nanea, that's her story. She was live in Pearl Harbor in 1941, and that's her whole story. And I think it'd be really cool to get her to take pictures. So I saved up and I bought her, and I want to take her to Pearl Harbor. I have been having a dilemma with myself. I want to take her picture, but I don't want to leave her in the car because she'll get hot and melt because this Hawaii heat is no joke. But I'm so scared for people to see me, and then I have to commit to holding her the whole time. And then what if kids want my doll and parents say, oh no, we don't go talk to her? Like, those are things that I'm scared of, and those should not be any issues. Those should not even be valid issues for collectors, for people who want to take their doll out in public. Whether any of the stereotypical things are true or not, it shouldn't matter. As long as you're happy, that should be all that matters. And I struggle with taking dolls out in public. And I actually started collecting smaller dolls so that it's easier for people not to see me. And I've noticed that even though it's okay to collect smaller dolls, that shouldn't be a concern. I shouldn't care if anybody sees me, but I do. And even if I did care if people saw me, it shouldn't be an issue of, I'm so scared they're going to be mean and judge me. That shouldn't even be a thought. And I really hate something that I really hate. I've heard so many times. It's one thing if you really don't have any money, but it's another thing when people say you're wasting your money on things that don't matter. Number one, why is it your concern what I spend my money on? And number two, why because they're dolls, they don't matter? If I'm not buying them for my child, it doesn't matter? Like, it really bothers me when people say that because they say, oh, you could be buying them useful things. But if it was something that made you happy, like a book, if I bought a book, people would say, oh, that's useful. I'm wasting time whether I'm sitting down reading a book or taking photos of my doll, but a book is seen as reasonable. A book about murder, a book about anything is seen as reasonable considered to buying a doll. What if they're the same exact price? Books are seen as reasonable because I'm an adult. But a doll is not seen as reasonable unless I'm buying it for my child. And I hate that stereotype. I think that kids should be able to enjoy dolls. I think that adults should be able to enjoy dolls. I think that people who are straight or they're not straight, or it doesn't matter. I think that everybody should be able to enjoy dolls. I think it should not matter. And it aggravates me so much that people care. Like, you're only allowed to play with dolls if you're this way, or you're only allowed to play with dolls if you're young, or you're like, it shouldn't matter. You should totally be, number one, it shouldn't be anybody's business, but number two, everybody should be okay with it simply because it's bringing you joy. Like, if someone's, I don't know, like, it really aggravates me that only certain hobbies are seen as acceptable for me to spend my money on. But dolls are not okay unless I'm buying them for a child, whether it's my niece or my child or whatever. It's not okay. And I don't like that it's not okay. It needs to be okay for everybody to buy whatever they want. In retrospect, it should be okay for me to buy a doll for myself, and it shouldn't be anybody's business. It should be okay for a grown man to buy dolls for himself, and it shouldn't even be a question. It shouldn't be is he okay? Like, he's fine. He enjoys it. Why does it matter? Like, it is such a fun hobby, and it brings me so much joy. And since I have moved to Hawaii, it has been kind of lonely because my family is so far away. And dolls, and I was collecting dolls before I moved to Hawaii, but I've been drowning myself in doll stuff recently, and it has made me so happy. Like, obviously, I work and stuff, but like, dolls really just brings me a lot of joy. And I hate the stereotypes that they bring for you, the reasons that you're not allowed to play with dolls or that you're weird for playing with dolls. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. And I just wanted to make a video about this because I know that other people probably feel the same way that I feel, and I know that that all of this judgment is just so wrong, and it really bothers me. And I have not seen any videos about this, and I want it to be okay for anyone to play with a doll, to take a picture of a doll, to just have a doll sitting in their room and they go look at it, and all they do is look at it. They don't even touch it. It's in pristine condition. But just looking at it makes their heart happy. Like, why is that any of your business? Why does it matter if they're okay or if they're not? Or why does it mean they're okay? Why does it not mean why is it your business? And I just wanted to make a video to share that because it's been on my heart lately, and I wanted to make a video to let other people know, if you're an adult and you're a collector and you're a guy or you're a girl or you're whoever and you're struggling right now, I want you to know that it's okay that you love what you love, and that anybody should be able to be who they are and love what they love. And it really is weighing on my heart. And I wanted to let everybody know that if they're struggling or if they're adult and they're collecting and they feel judged, that I'm in the same boat, and that I love dolls too, and that I'm not afraid anymore. And 2 years ago, I never would have made a video or posted it. 2 years ago, I never would have shared my personal name on my Instagram. 2 years ago, I would have never, ever done anything like this. But I'm really tired of living scared in the shadows of, I like this, but I'm so scared of people finding out. It is what it is. I am who I am. And if you don't like it, you can leave, and you shouldn't be hateful. You can just leave. And it shouldn't bother anybody because it makes me happy. And if it does bother people, they can leave. And I just wanted to share my feelings on my forum with you guys about this because I want other people to feel like they're not alone, because I felt alone for a long time. And I found AGIG, I found doll Instagram communities, I found doll Facebook groups, and it's really helped me. So if you guys are not a part of any of those and you love dolls, definitely look into those. Really helps to talk to people who understand what you love. People who are the same age, people who are in the same boat as you, who feel the same way. I love talking to adult collectors about, being an adult and loving dolls. A lot of other adults don't get that. So anyways, I wanted to share this with you guys. I think that if you love what you love and you are who you are, then there shouldn't be any issue for you to worry about. Easier said than done, but I just wanted to share that you're not alone if you're feeling this way. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. And my next video should be an unboxing. I got the new doll scrubs on AG from their new release. And I also got Nanea, so I will be doing an unboxing of both those products, probably in different videos, coming up here soon. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.